Hey, welcome back to ClearSpot. On a 30-megawatt plant in the U.S., missing a single federal deadline this year can erase $6 to $9 million of value, just in lost tax credits and incentives. Most people think of that as a finance problem. But if you are a site manager, this deadline shows up on your site as rushed procurement, compressed schedules, and construction shortcuts that you will live with for the next 20 years. Today, I will walk through what this deadline actually is, how it changes behavior on the ground, and what you can do as a site or portfolio manager to protect both quality and revenue. In 2026, U.S. tax credit rules for solar are changing again. The legacy federal investment tax credit structure has been replaced and modified under the Inflation Reduction Act, with different credit levels depending on when projects start. Construction meet prevailing wage and apprenticeship rules and actually achieve placed-in-service status. In practice, that means one thing. Developers are now racing to either safe harbor equipment or start construction before critical cutoff dates and to complete projects before the back-end placed-in-service deadlines. If they miss, the project's economics can deteriorate overnight. From a site manager's point of view, this pressure never arrives as a tax memo. It arrives as, "We need to pull forward delivery by 6 weeks. Can you accept this alternative module supplier? We will fix that punch list item later, just get us to mechanical completion." These are classic symptoms of deadline pressure. When incentives are at risk, developers and EPCs often try to de-risk the financial side by pulling risk into construction. That means accelerated civil works, compressed electrical work, reduced inspection time, and sometimes weak documentation. Your job is to connect those decisions back to long-term performance warranty exposure and safety. Let's translate two terms you will hear a lot in the U.S. market: start construction and safe harbor. Start construction usually means the project has begun significant physical work or has met specific IRS criteria through off-site work. Safe harbor through equipment means a developer has paid for and taken delivery of a certain percentage of project components before a deadline, proving they are committed. For you, this can mean a large volume of modules, inverters, or racking arriving on site before the site is truly ready. It can mean pressure to store high-value equipment outdoors or in temporary conditions, increasing damage risk. It can also mean confusion over which batch of equipment is safe harbored versus later purchases, critical for tax audits and for warranty claims. If serial numbers and receiving records are sloppy, you are not only risking tax audits, you are undermining future warranty and performance arguments as well. When a project is up against a policy or tax deadline, Gantt charts shrink. Tasks that should be sequential become parallel. Typical symptoms include foundations going in before geotechnical clarifications are fully signed off. DC field installation, overlapping with incomplete trenching or civil works, is another common pattern. Commissioning squeezed into a fraction of the planned time with minimal soak period becomes routine. From best practice guidance on utility-scale PV, we know that rushed construction increases the likelihood of cable damage, poor terminations, and incorrect torquing, which then emerge later as intermittent faults and performance losses. You are not just working harder, you are accumulating latent defects that may show up in year 2 or 3 as unexplained underperformance hotspot patterns on thermal scans or recurring inverter trips. The most powerful tool you have in this environment is discipline around records. That means equipment receipts with date-time condition and high-quality photos on arrival. It means serial number mapping for every major component tied to array string and location. It means construction logs that capture daily activities, weather deviations from plans and reasons. It means test records, IV curves, insulation resistance, commissioning reports, and punch list closures. When disputes arise, whether with tax authorities, EPCs, or equipment suppliers, these records are what differentiate. "We think this happened from here" is exactly what happened where and when. In other words, you can accept that the schedule is compressed, but you should never accept invisible work. If you are working on a project where tax or policy deadlines are driving behavior, here is a practical checklist you can apply immediately. First, audit equipment traceability. Like, share, and subscribe for more solar insights. ClearSpot. Smart device. Smarter decisions.